फ्रेंड्स, सुप्रभातम। आप सभी लोग अपने अपने घरों पे सकुशल होंगे। इसी कामना के साथ हम बात कर रहे थे कि द क्लासिफिकेशंस ऑफ द कोर डेटा, राइट, इन विच वी हैव टॉक अबाउट द जनरली डिविजन्स, स्पेशली द प्रोकोर डेटा एंड its characters. Then we have to come another topic, that is the vertebrata. As you know that we have already talked about the subphylum of this chordata, that is urochordata and cephalochordata. There is another subphylum of this chordata that is known as vertebrata. If we talk about the characteristics of this vertebrata, right, mean they can show the different characteristics in that conditions. Especially we can know that they have specific different characters. Evenly we can say generally these vertebrata have higher chordates, right, in compared to the urochordata and the cephalochordata, right. And evenly we can talk about the notochord is present only in the embryonic stage in this condition in the vertebrata, right. And we can say generally in adult it can be replaced by a vertebral column. Means generally this notochord is found only up to embryonic stages, but in the whenever these organisms can become adult, in that particular conditions this notochord can be replaced by a vertebral column structure, right, which can be developed with the help of ring like bones, that is called vertebra, right. So it can be developed in that conditions. And we can say the anterior part of notochord is however replaced by the skull. जनरली अगर हम बात करेंगे उसी नोटोकॉर्ड की, तो जो एंटीरियर पार्ट है वो इट विल चेंजेस इनटू द स्कल और द क्रेनियम, राइट, विच कैन ऑलवेज हेल्पफुल फॉर द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ द आवर ब्रेन. अगर आप ध्यान से अपने सिर को छू के देखेंगे तो एक बोनी स्ट्रक्चर आपको चारों तरफ मिलेगा जिसे आप कहते हैं स्कल, राइट. तो वो रियल में क्या है, दैट इज अ part of the skull or cranium, right. Evenly we can say it is, again we can talk about the circulatory system in these chordates, or especially in the subphylum of vertebrata, that they have closed type of circulatory system, right, and with the ventrally situated heart. As well as we can say the respiratory pigments, hemoglobin present in the blood capsules or corpuscles, RBCs are present over there. Excretory organs consist of the pair of kidneys and the unisexual and the leg of asexual reproduction. Generally they are the unisexual and the leg of reproduction, asexual reproduction over there, right. If we can talk about the classifications of this subphylum vertebrata, it can be classified in different ways. Means it can be divided over there with the help of some specific conditions, right. We can say there are two main divisions of this vertebrata, that is called the agantha as well as the ganthostomata. Ganthostomata means this division is especially on the basis of structures, right. If we can talk about that, this agantha, they are the jawless, इनके अंदर जबड़ा नहीं होता है, राइट. जैसे पेट्रोमाइजन फिशेस होती है और जो जनरली इस कैटेगरी में आती है. सो वी कैन से दे आर द सम स्पेसिफिक टाइप ऑफ स्ट्रक्चर्स दैट दे कैन शो द लैम्प्री एंड साइक्लोस्टोमेटा ओवर देयर. They can be another parts of there, right. So this agantha can be subdivision of this subphylum of vertebrata. Evenly we can say the ganthostomata, they have the jaw vertebrates, means inside this with jaw you can say. They are found with jaws, means इनके ऊपर नीचे क्या होते हैं, jaws होते हैं, right. So on the basis of they can be easily to classified over there. Evenly they can be again subdivided in the different categories, right. So we can first of all we have to talk about the, that is the super class, or we can say the class of this agantha, right. They can be classified into especially the cyclostomata and the another condition that is called the other parts, but we have to directly talk about these one, that they are the some specific type of characteristics, right? So we have to just talk about directly about them one. So if we can talk about the cyclostomata, means about the structures of this one. So especially in that conditions, they have some special structures over there, right? If we can talk about the cyclostomata, means circular, stomen means mouth. In, we can say, especially in the case of the cyclostomates, they have the circular mouth over there in that conditions, right? So they can be shown the different characters in their conditions. I think it is not clear over there, but you will make it enlarge, you can understand easily, right? So just see it over now. So we can say about the cyclostomata's characters. Generally we can say there is a round mouth fishes, and they are also called the jawless fishes, right? Means they have the sucking mouth with jaws. Generally आप में से शायद ही कोई कुछ लोगों ने मैगजीन एंड लैम्प्री को देखा होगा, पेट्रोमैजन को देखा होगा, जब लो जॉलेस फिशेस होते हैं लेकिन माउथ राउंड अप होता है, right? And they are the marine, generally their habitat is marine, and but they can be so migration from to fresh water for spawning, especially egg देने के लिए fresh water की तरफ भी चली जाती हैं, right? And we can say the adult die within the few days after spawning. जो adult होते हैं, जो egg laying करने के बाद they can be die, or the spawning larva return to the oceans one. Evenly we can say that the body of cyclomesta elongated, smooth, right? Pair fins and without scales. They do not have the scales on their body. Evenly we can say the cranium and the vertebral column are cartilaginous. Their vertebra is not made up of bones, it is made up of the cartilage, right? So they can be easily bended well, or soft bones. Evenly we can talk about the circulation is closed type, and they have the 16 to 15 pair of gill slits in the respirations. For example, especially you all have known about the petromazon, lamprey, and the magazine hagfishes, right? Evenly the another one, if there is special thing that we can say, the petromazon is sanguivorous, as it sucks blood from the fishes, an ectoparasite. Means generally those organisms which can be just take the blood or use the blood as the nutritive substances, they are known as sanguivorous, and especially this can be always found on the petromycin or ectoparasites on the different organisms. Evenly we can say the magazine, the hagfish feed on the flesh of the dead animals, so it can be necrophagous. Generally it can be always feed or take its food from the another one. So these are the general characters of these petromyzones over there. You can, I think you will understand about this one. Evenly there is another thing, that is the special one, that there are another classes found over there. Number one is chondric, that is another classes of these fishes, that is we can say chondrochithides as well as the osteochithides, right? So these are different classes of this fishes one. If we can talk about the chondrochithides, in class chondrochithides or chondros means generally cartilaginous, means those fishes which are made up of the cartilaginous, they are the marine. Evenly if we can talk about the cartilaginous fishes, they at least 600 species are found over there. Evenly, as you everybody familiar with the shark, ray and skate fishes, evenly they are called the cartilaginous fishes because they skeleton is that is always known as made up of with the help of cartilaginous bones. Means they can be bendable, they can be softened bones, and these animals are, we can say, they are poikilothermic animals, means they are cold blooded animals, and means they cannot capable, right, completely to maintain their body temperature, but especially these poikilothermic animals, they have capacity to regulate their body temperature, इसलिए कभी कभी इनको पार्शियल रेगुलेटर्स में भी रख सकते हैं. On the other hand, we can say the body is laterally composed, spindle shape. Everybody knows that the animals which can swim inside the water, they have a body structure that is called spindle shaped body structure, right? On the other hand, the notochord is present persistent throughout the life cycle. Means generally the notochord is found in throughout their life structures on their right. Evenly, if we can talk about their mouth, right, the mouth is ventral position and skin is tough, containing different palacoid scales, and teeth are modified palacoid scales also. And we can say that they have strong jaws and the predaceous by nature. Generally they are parasitic in nature, they are predaceous in nature, right. As we can talk about the some ray, like as you know stingray like it says, they have the electric organs, right, sting in the stingray. As if you have seen the stingray in that condition, they have a stick a pin structure over there. And if we talk about their gill slides, right, means there are 5 pairs of the gill slides covering with the operculum is absent, means they do not have a cover over their gills. Evenly the heart is two chambered, right, with auricle and the ventricle structures. If we can more talk about the structure, air bladder is absent, means generally the fishes have the air bladder, so they can swim constantly to avoid the sinking. Generally those fishes which have the air bladder in their body, they can study at any places, but these animals should be always move or continue to swim to avoiding the sinking. Evenly we can talk that these some electric organs or that like torpedo, and some have the poisonous stings like the trigon. If we talk about the stingray, they have a sting like structure which is very poisonous, painful for the human beings also. If we can talk about paired and unpaired fins are present on their body, which generally in different organisms, right. And we can say the tail fin is also sorry, really sorry. The tail fin can always, we can say heterocortical or the unival lobes, or we can say that they are the ureotelic animals, means they can always secrete urea as their excretions, right. That's why they are known as ureotelic. And if we can talk about their sexes, the sexes are separate and fertilization is always internal in their body. And we can say the males have claspers as the pelvic fins which can be help in the copulations. Evenly we can say the many of them are viviparous, means some organism can be lays their general complete developed fetus, and some can oviparous, right. Especially we can say there are lots of fishes, we can say scaladion, shark and dog fishes, right, great white shark, prestige saw fishes, trigon, stingray, sperena, hammered headed shark, if you've seen over there, right. So these are the different fishes like this, so you can understand about them. You can see the diagram of the chondrochithys fishes like this, you can just see over here, these are the structures over of their chondrocytes fishes. Okay, so with the help of this you understand one. And we have to talk about the another fish that is called the another that is called the osteochithys or bony fishes. Basically we have talked about the chondrochithys, they are the cartilaginous fishes. Then we have to talk osteo means bones, right. So we have to talk about them also, that is called the, especially these are the osteochithys fishes, right. If we can talk about their characteristics over there, they have also shown some specific character in their conditions, right. So on the basis of their, generally osteo means the bone is the remaining fish, right. Generally, and the ichthyology, that is the study of the fishes, right. So generally the fishes which have complete developed bones, right, we can say just like the crabs, catfishes, sardines, maracles, seahorse, so on. And at least there are 25,000 of the bony fishes are found all over the world, and we can say that these bony fishes have the endoskeleton in their body, right. And it is a very tough one. If we can talk about the osteochithys, that thighs, they are the different characters in their body. Generally if we can talk about their habitat, these osteochithys fishes or bony fishes are found into the fresh water as well as into the marine water also, and they are the cold blooded animals, right. and their body structure is always streamlined for facilitating the swimming easily throughout the body, right? And these fishes can have the air bladder in their body that they can be survive for a long period of time at any place into their habitat. And if we talk about the scales, generally the exoskeleton contains dermal scales like the cycloids or the stenoid scales, and generally they have a covering over their gills that is called operculum is also present over there, and generally they are the four pairs of these gills are found over there. Head is two chambered with one auricle and one ventricle. Air bladder, as I have told you, that they can is found over there, which can make them the hydrostatic organs, means they can capable to survive easily over there for the buoyancy. Evenly, the fins are paired and unpaired in both conditions, which can be always supported to their body one. Tail fin also hemicercal or equal lobes, hemicercal and as well as the diaphysecal type are found over there. And these bony fishes have the specific structure that these are the amniotic animals, right? If we talk about the cartilaginous fishes, they are the ureotelic, but these fishes are the known as ammonotelic fishes animals because they can excrete the ammonia, right? And we can say they are sexes separate, mean the fertilization is usually external, mostly viviparous and developed indirect one, like Lebiorohita, marigal, Katla, hippocampus, executus, and the Romera, and the Anabas, and the Protoestes. Mean there are different types of the fishes can be found over there in this category. So we can say that these are different categories on the basis of they can be classes. So on the basis of these, means on the basis of this structure, on the basis of their different characterizations, and on the basis of different scales, on the basis of air bladder, on the basis of blood, they are classified into different categories. Sometimes the distinguished can be also asked, and sometimes the different characters of these species can be asked in the examination, right? So you must learn them, because suppose a student will take or as theology in as a specializations in the MSc, he must know all these characters of the fishes because they are very important in case of the organisms, right? Means we have just talk about lots of things about these organisms. So later on the different classes are also found on the other conditions, means we can talk about the that is super class, that is tetrapoda, right? Means in which we have to talk about the amphibia, reptilia, aves and mammals. So students, tomorrow we will talk about this amphibia and other classes of this superclass. Then we have to right, and this superclass pteropoda or tetrapoda, especially in this can be classified in different categories on the basis of their structures, on the basis of their external or internal structures of these organisms. So students, you must prepare your notes, and still those students who just try to not understand anything, you can just ask me later or by your WhatsApp group.